See the face of a dog who wants me to throw the ball very badly. Good morning, Otis. Oh, hello. Are you up? Are you paws up? Oh. You want me to throw the ball? Do you want me to throw it, Otis? I'll throw it. Throw it. Oh, with my left hand, that's dangerous. Oh, come on in. Come on. Go get it. You gonna bring back Mr. Retriever? Oh, yes you are. Oh, he wants to play outside, but he can't be trusted, can you, darling? No, he'll eat the stones and dig up dirt and frolic in his own pee-pee. Yes. I mean, we're not going, but baby, you've just been out. I know, it'd be so fun, wouldn't it? I know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make pancakes because it's pancake day. That's it. That's the bit. That's it. That's the intro. Here are the ingredients that you will need. This is just as the topic. We're going to put it in the bowl on the scale. Oh yeah. Here is the ingredients. And the honey is as a topping. And also butter for the pan. But yeah, in my cute little pink, here's my ingredients, and here they are. I'm using brown sugar because we don't have white sugar, so just ignore that. I'm going to start with the flour. Okay, well, can I make that up? Okay. Oh no, there we go, perfect. A teaspoon of baking powder. Oh, hang on, like Otis can. Otis can. How do you feel about the pancakes, Otis? He wants to eat the tripod. What? You're so cute. Be cute if you want pancakes. Perfect. I think it is a teaspoon. A teaspoon of sugar, and I'm just going to use brown sugar because we don't have other sugar. That's not. Oh, that's not. That's too much. Oh well, I'll live. There we go. I should have mashed the banana first, shouldn't I? Oh dear. Please don't get sharp, please don't get sharp, please don't get sharp. I think that's not got any. Okay, good. Now I have to mash banana, but I'm not filming that because that'll look awful. So get back to you when the batter is done. Okay, the batter is done. If it looks lumpy, it's just because I mashed banana last in the bowl and I'm lazy, so I didn't do it in a separate bowl. But yeah, here's the batter. I've buttered the pan that looks disgusting, melt it, and then we'll put the drops in. Otis Cam, part 2. Hello baby. No one's interacting with him, he's not happy about it. Anyway, here's the butter, melting nicely in the pan. Otis, whatever you're doing, can you please just not? Please just not. I think I'm gonna try and make them heart shaped because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow and I want to try. There's something he's eating off the floor. That's like kind of a heart. Otis, what are you doing? Oh, he's licking the crumbs. That's the heart, is it? First pank is complete. That looks good. Oh my god, I did it right. Otis Cam. Oh, he's a sleepy boy about to go for a walk. That's not a good combination, is it, darling? No, so sleepy. Okay, here's the stack. They look kind of like hearts. And we're just going to go with these ones because they're slightly burnt. But I'm going to let them cool down, take this sleepy dog on a walk, and then eat them with some honey once we're back from the walk. Okay, so let's just walk and I'm ready to eat the pancakes. Let's see what the audience thinks. Let's ask the audience. I'm so hungry. That walk, like, oh, I've got honey all over the cutlery. The walk takes like an hour because Otis gets tired and then doesn't want to walk. So So, I mean, it'd be better if they were warm, but banana pancakes, do you know what I mean? With some honey. Sorry, that's gross, eating with my food. Delicious. I'm not going to stay too much now because tomorrow I'm going to do like a Valentine's Day like mukbang where I just talk about my failures of basically every kind of relationship, but mostly like romantic relationships. So I'm gonna eat these, put my computer, drink some water, never mind my hair, it's very windy outside, and I'll see you tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening for that. So goodbye. Hello, it is Valentine's Day, Wednesday 14th, and I have, if you can see, a little snacky tray. I want to do kind of like Valentine's Day mukbang kind of thing. But yeah, I have my little green tea. I'm not going to disclose. I'm not going to say words. I am. Today's been an interesting day, and let's keep it short and sweet. Otis is still not well, and we all smelled, saw, and heard that today. That's the truth of it. We all smell it, we all heard it, and we all saw it. Moving on, I'm gonna have a little snack slash dinner slash lunch, and I made, not from scratch, the Just Roll cinnamon rolls, and I tried to make the icing pink, and it is pink, but as you can see, the icing is just a little bit too runny. And I used a spoon. Why would I bring a spoon? Oh my god, that is so good. I wish the icing wasn't like water. And I thought, in the light of spirit of Valentine's Day, I would, let me just stop for a second. In light of the spirit of Valentine's Day, that's a bit better. I thought I would have a little chat, a little therapy session about my severe lack of relationships. Here's the thing, right? I'm one of the many that I've never been in a relationship before, and I think that there are a lot of reasons why that's the case. And I don't think it's because I'm like a horrible, undesirable person. I think I've got good qualities. I think there are some people who would love to date me, probably, out there. But I think it has a lot to do with me, my personality, and also me physically, which sounds really sad, but we're gonna get into it. Basically, yes, I've never been in any romantic relationships. That's a fact. I don't think anyone that I have ever really liked or like tried to pursue has ever reciprocated those feelings. And I think I have good evidence of that. You can say, oh, you'll never know, oh, but like, how do you know, they might have liked you the whole time. Like, no, I know he didn't. I know, okay, I just know. I know in my head that that's not true. So, the first person I read a crush on was when I was 5. I know, starting early, starting young. Even at 5, he was like, not for me. And do you know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. He put up with a lot from me at age 5. I was persistent. I would not take no for an answer. And you know what? 5-year-old me, she had a kind of confidence that me now I could never. I could never. I literally, if he ever watches this, you know who you are. And one, I'm sorry. I am sorry. But the world needs to know how creepy I was. Basically, I mean, I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but I was 5. I would like chase him around the playground and be like, pretend to like kiss him his back. What the fuck was that about? I was 5, okay? It was really innocent. And I thought that would just like magically make him like me. You know, he would know that I fancied him. I told him I fancied him. I told him I liked him. 5-year-old me was destroyed. 5-year-old me was laughed at. You know what I mean? I don't blame him. But I was heartbroken, okay? You think, oh, well, clearly 5-year-old you would like, you know, get the hint and be like, oh yeah, he doesn't like me, move on, girl. I liked this boy for like 10 years. Sad, I know. Desperate. From P1 when you're like 4 or 5 to like S2, S3, S4 where you're like 15, 16? No, like 14, 15. So yeah, like 10 years. Constant rejection. Friends laughing. High school was so much worse. Like at least primary school people are like, you're kids, you know. I mean, can you really be? I was so upset. I wanted his attention so badly. I helped him get with one of my friends when we were like 10. I was like, yeah, here's the thing she likes, like, here's how to get her. Here's how to win her heart. I was a girl's girl. So desperate, it's actually so sad. And in fact, this is like the one compliment from like, oh actually no, we'll get into that later. One of like 2 compliments from boys that stuck in my head. So I was like 11 and we were getting the bus to school because our school like was getting done upside to a different school. And I always wore trousers to school until this fateful day. Because I was like, I hate being a girl, you know, tomboy all the way. Girly girls, that's so cringe and boring. I was projecting. Because the girly girls got what I wanted. Inside, I was very girly. I walked onto the bus, walked down the aisle of the bus, and he was like, wow, you're wearing a skirt. And in my head, I was like, oh, he loves me. He loves me. He loves me so much. He thinks I'm a woman. 11-year-old me. He thinks I'm a woman. I'm wearing a skirt. He doesn't think I'm a boy anymore. Those days are gone. Oh my god. I was so like ecstatic for like the rest of the day and for like weeks to come. It's depressing, but that rang in my mind. And from that day he was like, you think I was obsessed already? No, the obsession just got worse and worse. And then we went to high school the next year and I still fancied him and he had another girlfriend. Another, like I have a brother from I didn't. And I will never fabricate that lie. He had a girlfriend who like hated me because she realized that like I liked him or whatever. Girl, I was no competition and she knew it. She knew it. If I was brave, I would insert a picture of what I looked like in high school. Of like first year, when I was 12. Girl, you had no competition. She was super pretty, really nice. I obviously hated her because she was really nice and really pretty, so I hated her. I was so... The internalized misogyny I had when I was that age. Insane. I'm surprised she didn't say worse things to me than she did. She DMs me. She was one of like the popular girls. So cringy to say that, but she was. And she was like, hey girl, I heard you like blah blah blah, whatever his name is. Is this true? And I was like, yeah, lol. She was like, well, can you not just like someone else? Can you like find someone else to like, you know, he's my boyfriend, so it'd be good if you could find someone else. And I was like, no, there's no one else, like I don't like anyone else, like whatever, I just like her. And she was like, okay, well, then she got her friends involved, or I don't know, her friends got involved and they all started messaging me. Poor little 11-year-old me started messaging me being like, ew, he's got a girlfriend, like, and I was like weeping because I was like, yeah, she's pretty and I'm not, because when I was 11 there was no match, there was no comparison. And this sounds weird to say as a 20-year-old, but 11-year-old me, feral in my eyes at the time. It was so hot. I really hope you're not watching, because if you are, I'll be really horrible to hear. He's not, but you never know. You never know where this will end up. Basically, long story short with that guy, I liked him for a few more years after that. I realised, you know, as time went on, he got hotter, okay? And I didn't. And the gap was so huge at this point of like realisticness that I was just like, it's never gonna happen. Why waste my time at age like 15? So then between the ages of like 16 when COVID started, I still feel 16 by the way, like, oh yeah, I was 16 when COVID started. Between the ages of 16 and like, oh I don't know, 18, 19, I don't fancy anyone and I just fancy K-pop boys. Which, okay, laugh at me all you want, but see when you're this bored and you're stuck in your room with mental health problems, it adds up, okay? It's all adding up and it all makes sense and you all understand. Anyway, enter the most recent victim, okay? I think I'm gonna regret this, but it's fine. He doesn't care about me anymore, so I probably never did. So anyway, so basically, I have a friend. You're gonna know who you are. You know who you are. I have a very good friend. I have two very good friends who, they went to school with this person, this boy, and did not like him. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to make it obvious, even though it's obvious if you were there. They hated him. And my friend shows me this video when we were in college, and he's like, be honest, do you think he's hot? And I was like, yeah, I do, because I do, and I did. And at the time I did, and at the time I still do. Sue me. And I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, oh, just gender reveal. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, oh, he's, you know, oh, just because I don't like him, and like, you know, he's gonna be around. And I was like, oh right. And I'm making jokes being like, oh right, okay, finally, you know, I'm moving on from my high school obsession. We fall out over this. We fell out over me making jokes about fancying this person that he hates. Okay, it was petty, and I still think it's a weird thing to fall over, but I understand, and we discussed it, didn't we? And we were like, yeah, okay, you really don't like this person, you have valid reasons to not like him, it's totally fine. Let's just move on. It's never gonna happen. Nothing, like, there was no way in hell that anything is ever gonna happen with this person, so it's fine. Enter this young man, and I'm starting plotting, okay? I'm starting to see a theme on why it doesn't work out, okay? I plot, I take it a bit too seriously. Anyway, he's like around, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like swooning. It's disgusting, but I am. So hot, okay? Feral again. I really hope you're not watching this, because if you are, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, but now you know the truth. And now you know it from my perspective. I was feral, and he was wandering around, and I was like, sometimes he spoke to me, and I was like, oh my god, because since I've been a child, there's been zero interaction from a boy who I liked side. None, like none at all. So I was like, oh my god, like, I took that as like, maybe he doesn't hate me, maybe he doesn't think I'm a horrible, disgusting monster who's the ugliest thing in the world. So like, right, okay, then we start plotting. We had like parties at one of our friends' flats, quite like, not regularly, but quite often. Often enough for us to be like, me and my other friend, to be like, right, let's plan a party. Invite one of your friends who's friends with this guy, knowing that he would invite him as a +1 because he didn't have any other friends apart from my friend. So I was like, right, he'll bring a friend, it will be him, he doesn't have any other friends, he's a loner. Needless to say, it worked. He shows up. I'm floored. Not just by how hot he is, not just by that, but by the straight vodka I was drinking to prepare for this meeting. Because in my head, I was like, the drunker I am, the more likely something is to happen. Because the more likely I am to say something stupid, the more likely I am to actually go over to him and start a conversation. So I'm just guzzling this vodka straight from the bottle. All my friends are like, what are you doing? Because I'm not really a big drinker, and I don't really drink anymore because of this night. Yeah, he enters, I'm drinking the vodka, whatever is happening. We don't really have a conversation. Remember a few minutes ago, I was like, oh, there's 2 compliments I've ever had from men that I liked. The first one was from that boy in like primary school on the bus. Not really a compliment, but this was a compliment. This was a compliment. This man, in passing, said I looked great. Said no one ever. He said it, which made me think, okay, there's two reasons you're saying this. One, you actually genuinely think it, or two, you're just trying to be like really suspiciously nice to me for like ulterior motives. I didn't care. I was I was like the most drunk I've ever been. I didn't care. I was just like, any attention, just throw it at me. I want attention. And there was other things that were said throughout the night that I was like, oh right, okay, like maybe you are interested in having a conversation with me, like maybe this could like go somewhere, or like maybe we could just be friends, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't hate me. And then him and his friend leave, unsurprisingly, because they didn't have any other friends there. Me, devastation. Devastated. I am sobbing on the floor. Everyone, they don't know that this happened unless someone told them, but sobbing on the floor, not like in an obsessive way, just in the fact that I was like, I had built so much up in my head of like, this is gonna be the first guy that actually is nice to me. One, in that, like, nice to me enough we could even be friends because he doesn't think I'm like the ugliest person on the planet. And then he just left, and I was like so destroyed because I was this close, and I built so much, and I planned so much, and I had like dressed up. And if you know me, you know I hate getting dressed up. It makes me really insecure. I hate wearing like, at the time I did anyway, I hated doing my makeup, I hated looking at myself, I just hated all of it. And I had done all of that, and I was so excited, and like me and my friend were like staying at a hotel, and it was like a whole thing, and it was just it was really a sad night for me. It was not good, and I thought all hope is lost. And then he keeps being nice to me and talking to me throughout the day, or like throughout the rest of the college year, and I'm like, stop doing this, stop it. And I was over it. And then he kept popping up again, and then I was over it again, and then he kept popping up again, and I was like, not like popping up like to talk, just like in random places. I was like, I was seeing him, and I was like, and everyone was like, this is a sign, it's a sign, go for it. And eventually I had to be like, right, it's never gonna happen, I need to stop. And I stopped. The shortest amount of time it's taken me to stop pursuing someone over the whopping 2 times. But yeah, so that's my like that's my two like could have been if I wasn't me. Do you know what I mean? Here's my reasonings for why those things didn't happen in my head. Because the last one's a little bit too recent for me to not take accountability. Do you know what I mean? So it's a lot more likely that he would see it. The first one like doesn't care, and like me who. But the last one, like, okay, you're gonna know exactly who you are. And I'm sorry, I promise, I'm so sorry. Like, you don't understand. The first one, easy. I didn't care about my parents. I didn't try. I like was really awkward and like weird and very hateful and spiteful towards the other gals. So no wonder. We had nothing in common. Like, it was very just from afar, from a distance. It was never gonna happen. And also by that point, I was part of like the weird group. When you're labelled like that, and when everyone thinks of you like that, there's no way out of it. There really isn't. Like, no one will ever think you're cool in the same setting that they thought you were weird, unfortunately. The second one though, a little bit more complex, maybe a bit sadder. I just think I was still, and still am, way too insecure for, even if that night turned out like perfectly the way I wanted it to, I still don't think there was any way that it was gonna like be better than that. There was nowhere for it to go unless I was more confident myself, and I'm not, and I wasn't. Also because I just don't think I'm his type. Fair enough, can't blame him. And I also think that other people were spreading messages and rumours for me at the time, and like going around and just like whispering in his ear, being like, oh well, do you know this, blah blah blah. And I didn't know about that until like months later, but people had been doing that. And if they hadn't done that, maybe he wouldn't think, I don't know what he thinks, but in my head, because of that, he's been told like not the whole truth, and probably they've gone, ew, she's so creepy and weird, like ew, like ugh. Like, okay, we get it, like you fancy him too, like Do you know what I mean? There's no need to drag me down. There was no chance. You had no competition. You could have stopped. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I think it's a combination of I was weird, I don't know how to conduct myself, I'm really bad at talking to people, I have zero confidence, and I haven't reached my glow up yet. So I'm just going to put it down to that. I really hope that he doesn't see this, because that'd be really awkward. And I'm pretty sure he has a girlfriend. So, like, what do you do when it's been, like, just you for so long? That's the other thing. Like, I don't know at what point, I'm 20 years old. At what point am I going to be in the headspace where I'm like, yeah, I could just go and get a boyfriend. I could just go and find a boyfriend. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to talk to just anyone, never mind, like, people I think are hot. I don't drink. I don't like going to clubs. I don't like going out. Where am I going to meet him? The dog class? Like, I don't understand, like, what? I just don't know. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be the same lonely Valentine's next year because I don't do anything or see anyone. But who knows? This is a cry for help. This is a call to action. Let's check back in next year and see if I'm right. That'll be so fun. Wouldn't that be fun? I think that'd be fun. I wanted to do a longer section actually than this, but I don't have anything else to say. To all of the people that encouraged me, that said, no girl, go for it. No girl, you got this. He totally fancies you back. Yeah, I can't forgive you. I'll never forgive you because you knew I had no chance and you made me go for it anyway. You knew it was never gonna happen. I hate you. I'll never forgive you. Sorry. I'm not going to film anything else this week. So this will be it. So I'll say my goodbyes with my little tray and my little tea. Yes, I did eat all those things. And what? So yeah, I will see you next week. I am enjoying just talking rather than like filming just the same 5 cuts every day. So I might do like more of these style where every few weeks or like every other week it's more like a sit down talk rather than a film what I do until I do something interesting. I will see you next week, next Monday. I love you very much. Goodbye.